Hey guys, it's Kelly. Stay tuned for this beautiful boho necklace tutorial using the Potomac beads, Endless Sunset for treasure box for August of 2026. I know you're gonna love this tutorial. Look at that tree of life and the beautiful little leaf on it. It's so much fun to work with. Stay tuned.
Hey everybody, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I made this fairy necklace using the Potomac beads Endless Sunset from their treasure box for August of 2026. I had so much fun working with this box, and I have, I think, 2 more tutorials yet coming up. I will leave a description below. I have a coupon code. It's pretty long, so I'll leave that there. You could just copy it and paste it, and I will leave a link to Potomac Beads' website as well. This treasure box is $39.99 a month if you price it monthly. If you price it quarterly, it's $34.99 a month, so you save $60 a year. If you price it annually, it's $29.99 a month, so you save $120 a year. And it's a great box. Not only does it come with pieces to make things, it also comes with little extras for your stash. So like, it's great because like I was running low on, some seed beads, and boom, I got, like this was from one of the other stashes, and I still had a ton left over after I used them from that box. So I'm using them for this box. So they go, they go well together. And like the Czech rice beads and orange swirl, there's a ton of these in here. And there's no way, unless you actually just use them all, you're going to use them. So it's a great way to have extras for your stash. So, yeah, so if you stay tuned, I will show you how I made this. So here is the first half of the necklace right here, and I absolutely love the way this turned out. This is kind of like a fairy necklace. That's where I'm, going with this. The Athena Cast Link coin round tree of life, and then I have one of the Navet halo beads right here. Then I'm using some of the Czech rice beads in orange swirl. I have some of the Potomac Pearl Rondelle beads, the half strand, the cream 4x6. And then I used this really pretty leaf bead, and it had a hole at the top. So I just put a jump ring through it and put a couple of my seed beads. And then I'm also using the gemstones, the petalite beads, the 7-inch 4mm strand. So I pretty much, and then I have the really pretty beads that they gave us, the big long strand. And then I pulled these out of one of my older boxes, the metallic blue Azuki seed beads and iris matte size 11-0, because I wanted it to kind of bring, let me bring this down so I can kind of show you everything. So the only thing that was blue on this was this leaf. And I really loved the leaf here, but I wanted to bring a little more blue out. So I ended up pulling these out of one of my old boxes with Potomac beads, and I thought it looked really pretty. So here are all the beads, I think pretty much that I'm using for the other side. So we got these gorgeous beads. So all I did was I took the tree of life, I took a jump ring, and I added some of these seed beads to it, and then I made 3 long dangles. Let me kind of lift that up so you can see that. So I made 3 long dangles here. Okay, sorry, I had to take a phone call. So this is my little pendant that I made with the tree of life, the jump ring, and then 3 head pins, or 2 head pins and 1 eye pin. So the head pins I have right here, and then the eye pin is longer, and it's got the hoop on the bottom. And then I just put 2 more of the seed beads and one of these little feathers down there to make this. I love these just like, whimsical jewelry pieces. I think they're so much fun. It's, I don't know, Not that I don't like my, you know, patterns and all that stuff too, but so, and then I have 22.5 inches of this wire. So then I have 2 crimp beads, 2 clamshell covers, 2 jump rings, and a lobster clasp. Okay, so I'm going to copy this now right over here. So I already put the lepidolite, I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, lepidolite, okay. And then I put the seed bead. Now I'm gonna put this bead right here, this gorgeous crystal. Then we're gonna do a a seed bead, one of the rice beads, and then another seed bead, like that. Then we're gonna do the pearl, the lepidolite, and I tried to make sure I had the same kind of colors, because they have there's everything from like a pinkish purple to like a soft green. So I tried to do all of that. So then I have the other purple. Now we're gonna do this. So I do a seed bead, then I grab this and I put it through, and I pull it through like that. Then I also have the orange, the tangerine crystal bicones. I forgot to tell you that. So then I do two seed beads and a bicone, and then 2 more seed beads. Go down like that. And then what I do here is I pull it back up. And so I don't bend the needle or the bead thing. Oh wait, hold on, this fell off. Trying to, sometimes when you put it in, it can end up, let me just bring it up to the top here. And I'm just gonna put it through. There we go. Okay. Just don't want to bend my beading wire. Okay, there we go. So there we have that. So now we're going to do, oh, and I do have a couple fire polish beads too. That was from the Czech leaf bead mix for August. So then I'm going to do a seed bead and then a pearl. I love one of these darker petalites, with the olive kind of color on it. Another pearl, a seed bead, and a rice bead. And we're going to do seed bead. And we're going to do one of these more like cherry colored ones. And then we're going to do another rice bead. Another seed bead. And 3 of the gemstones. Let's see where the hole is. Let me see. I'm just going to do it like this. There's 1. I'm going to do 3 of them in a row. 2. And then I'm trying to kind of do the same colors if I can. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out like that. It's fine. So then we have that. So now we're going to do this fire polish bead. Let me kind of bring this down here. Do the fire polish bead. And we're going to do pearl. Crystal. The next pearl. Oh, this is such a pretty box this month. Wait till you see next month's. I just received it for September. I can't believe it's September already. Going to be September in a couple days. It's crazy. So now I'm going to do 3 of the gemstones again. The petalites. Such a funny name. Okay, so there we have that. Make sure that's all in. Okay, so we have 3. So now we're going to do 1, 2, 3 seed beads. Let me lay this down. 3 seed beads, and we're going to do an orange bicone, or I think it was called tangerine. Then we're going to do 3 more. 1, 2, 3, and then another orange bicone. And then 1, 2, and 3. So here we are right here. Now we're going to do a pearl. And this one, a pearl. And more of the pinkish one. And then a pearl. And then 3 of the gemstones. 1. These are such pretty gemstones. I love these colors. They're like a soft, they're very like floral looking. I don't know too much about them. I actually should look them up before I do this video to tell you more about them, but I didn't. Okay, so I think this is it. So let me hold this up off camera and just make sure everything works. Oh, is this pretty? Okay. So here's this. Now let me go and get my other pieces. Put all those away. Okay. So now we're going to go and close this. And I have a particular way of closing. If you're new to my channel, I think my way is much easier. So I take a clamshell cover, and I just drop that all the way down. And then, because it just matters where the crimp bead is. So here's the crimp bead. I do it about 1 inch. This is 1 inch. I do it about 1 inch. And then I flatten it a couple times. Now make sure you don't turn it that way and do it, because if you do, it's going to open it back up. So you have it like that, and then I pull the clamshell cover up and I tug on it. And if it doesn't move, I know it's good. Then I take the beading wire and I feed it down through that hole, both of them down, and then I take the nose pliers and I will turn that until that is, I don't know if you could see that, that's the same way as that. And I go to close that up. And I press that. And then I will try to put this wire through as many of the beads as I can. So let's see. Can we get it through the 3rd one? Yes. Oh, okay. I went through all of them. Okay, so here we are here. So now I take this and I bring that all the way down and I just lift it up like this. And I kind of turn it so that I know it's not so tight that it's stiff straight across, so it doesn't, you want it to be, have the movement around the neck. Then I put this other clamshell cover on, take my crimp bead, and then I open this up a little more, just mainly so you guys can see. So then I hold it like this and I take my flat nose pliers and see how it's in there. I lift it up just a hair and then I will flatten it, because that way it will have a little bit of movement, but you won't be able to see the wire. I pull on that. It's not going anywhere. I like to take my round nose pliers to work with them, because they kind of And then I go down here, and then I'll go down as many as I can. I'll kind of turn the beads a little bit, and it's starting to pull out over here. I'm not going to fight that. As long as it goes down at least 2 beads, I'm happy. Okay, so there we have that. So let me close that. Then I hold it like this and like this, so it's stretched right there. And I take the flush cutters and upside down. Oh, sorry about that. I cut that. And then now we're going to put this on. So I have this round as pliers. And I open that up. I put that through. And then we do that. Make sure that's totally closed, because if you, like me, you sell your jewelry, you don't want the jump rings to come open. That's not a fun thing. And then put this one on. And here we are. Let me lay this down. And here is my fairy inspired Tree of Life necklace for Endless Sunset Potomac Beads Treasure Box of August 2026. I hope you enjoyed this. This was so much fun to work with. I have one or two more tutorials coming up yet before the end of the month for this box. This just happened to be the last box I was working on. So I hope you enjoyed this, and there is one more of these left. Might use it, might not. I'm not sure yet what I'm doing with it. So stay tuned. And like I said, I have a coupon code. The coupon code is below in the description, because it's kind of a long one. It's got like 10 letters and numbers, for 15% off your first order with them. And then I also have all the information for Potomac Beads below for this treasure box. And I also have my social media well as below as well. If you would like to subscribe to my channel, follow me, give me a thumbs up, give me a hype. It really helps my channel, and I love reading everybody's comments. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you on my next tutorial. Have a great day. Thank you so much for watching.